Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy 2. Last time, we got the last remaining star we can get for now in Spin Dig Galaxy, and we continue on exploring two new galaxies. And I want to go ahead and show this off real quick. If you pause the game, you can go ahead and check your star list. And I didn't mention this after we got both stars in right side down, but as you can see there's this silver crown. That tells you you have all the power stars that you can collect right now in that said galaxy. So whenever we see a silver crown like that, then we know we're done with that galaxy for quite some time. So I didn't really comment on that in the last episode, but I want to go ahead and comment on it now before we move any further into the level, because it gives us a good chance to show off that star list. That's a really useful tool you can just go ahead and pause the game and get to. It tells you which galaxies you have and have not really collected everything in yet, which is very helpful. But now we're heading back into Fluffy Bluff Galaxy, and we're going to go ahead and do the Toad Brigade mission now, because we didn't do this last time we were here. We wanted to go ahead and get that coin Hungry Luma out of the way. This is my train of thought there for a second, trying to avoid the enemy. But yeah, we wanted to go ahead and get that coin Luma out of the way first, so... I did get to mention this before as well, but with Cloud Mario, if you step in water, you'll lose the power, so... do your very best when using the cloud power-up to not touch any water whatsoever. You do that, and, well, now you gotta go find another cloud, because you're down a power. Also, these guys are kind of annoying, because they will actually destroy your clouds if they pop in. Whoa, what the heck? Did I just hit him with my head? I didn't know you can do that. Also, I should mention that, yeah, if you take a hit from an enemy, you'll also lose your cloud power, so be careful not to get hit as well when using the power-up. So if we come over here, this time will teach us how to use the clouds properly. And, oh yeah, you've got a cool trick we could show you, but the thing is, that cool trick is pretty much just showing you how to use the power-up. So if you long jump, you can go ahead and create a power-up as well, which is very helpful because you want to do that in some cases, just to get the most out of your cloud. So I'm just gonna get as many coins here as I can. It doesn't really hurt to get more coins in this regard, because I can just do it, why not? That was a really good jump, so now let's get into our launch star here and fly away. Get ready to collect all these star bits, which is really hard to get with how fast you move. But here, they make you lose the cloud power-up because of the Cosmic Clone section here. We need to just go ahead and use this, though, in order to get the Cosmic coin of the level. So, I almost missed my chance there, but there we go. We got it, so I'm good. So let's go ahead and collect our little shards here. Collect 5 of these launch star shards to make your said launch star. And right here, I'm going to make things a little bit easier on me to get more star bits. I'm going to circle this for a little bit, which causes the Cosmic Clones to kind of circle around as well. Now, when they all die, they turn into the star bits as we've already seen, but they're right next to me, so I can just go ahead and get all the star bits without having to circle the entire planet again. So it makes things a lot more convenient. And I think I got pretty much all the star bits I can get from that, and more, so that's really convenient. And from this waterfall, we got some star bits flying down too, but let me kill this guy first before we do anything else. There we go. Let's see what this toad has to say here. Our captain chased that monkey. I just couldn't keep up. So tired. Well, he got short-winded there fast. So in this section, you could go through all this stuff, but we have the cloud power-up, so why would you bother? You can get a 1-up from it if you want, but with some well-timed jumps, you can go ahead and avoid all that just by doing your little cloud power-up technique here. By just doing this. Same for the little section here where you have to swing around for a little bit and then use your clouds to just make your way up here. And with a good time long back jump like that, you can actually get up here easily too. So I don't even need to use a single one of my clouds. Yeah. Some monkey with sunglasses challenged me to a race. You go instead. I should be in better shape. Ugh. This captain business is going to be harder than I thought. Yeah, you really should work out more there, Toad. If you're having a hard time just doing all the stuff that Mario can do, then you're definitely not cut out for the challenge. But this is a really easy star because we're supposed to challenge this monkey to a race, but if you just come up here and then talk to him, this is what happens. Whoa, it's you. Good work getting up here. They call me the chimp. Seems like you may be a worthy high-climbing rival. Take this power star. We'll talk later. So, Captain Toad is telling us we could challenge this guy to a race, but instead, he just seen how hard we worked just to get to him using the cloud power up and all that. So he's pretty much giving us an invitation for challenging him to races or other challenges later, basically. So we're pretty much just taking a rain check on his challenge and getting a power star to go. Which makes that level pretty convenient, because all you gotta do is just get to where Captain Toad is and you're done. Again, it's a good level to practice using the cloud power up for, so it's just a good introduction to the power. Look at that! I see you brought back some kind of floaty souvenir? It's a cloud flower? Wow. There sure is some weird stuff out there, huh? Yep, there are some weird things indeed, but now we have the cloud power up to look at here in our power-up room of goodiness. Can't even think of a good name for it, but I didn't show this in the last episode, and I figured, you know what, before we move on, let's go ahead and show it now. If we jump down this chimney here, it's a warp pipe, and the warp pipe takes us back into this room. So if you want to come here anytime, you can actually just use the chimney to enter the room as well. So there's 2 entrances to the place technically, but there's only 1 exit, which is through Mario's hat. But yeah, I just wanted to show that off real quick. It's a nice little shortcut into the place if you want to look at your powers. We're done in Fluffy Bluff for now, so let's go ahead and move on. And we're at the end of World 1, which means we have our first castle level here to deal with. So with that said, let's head into Bowser Jr.'s Fiery Flotilla. Let's do this thing. So making our way into Bowser Jr.'s castle here, we got Gobblegut's Aching Belly, the one and only power star that you'll be able to get here right now. So as you can already imagine by the name, this is going to have a boss fight at the end of it, and you can already see the comet coins pretty early on in the level too, so that's the thing you're going to be noticing with these castle galaxies. They're going to be kind of short in terms of a level, but they're always going to have a boss at the end of it, so keep that in mind. But these enemies here, these are armored Goombas basically, so what you need to do is you can't jump on them normally, because they got that little armored helmet. So you need to spin them and then attack their rear. So these guys are a little bit more challenging, but not by much. You just have to spin them once and you're good to go. Right here, I want to go ahead and jump onto this question mark block. Wait for the thwomp to come down. And now I can get back onto his head easily. So let's just go ahead and do this. We could open that door, but I can also just, stand on the roof here. Very convenient, and I'm actually doing this mainly to get the star bits, because I could long jump over there right now and actually make it to that checkpoint on the planet. Gravity should just pull me over. I want to go ahead and make my way down here because I went far enough ahead. As you can see, this switch is automatically activated itself, but you need to hit that switch, which will open up the giant gate here. And we have a new enemy here, Dry Bones. You can't really kill Dry Bones. The only way to really kill them is if you have a rainbow star. But you can go ahead and stun them by just jumping on their head and just basically destroying their body for a short amount of time. A classic Mario enemy that we've seen in some of the 2D Mario games like Mario World, for example. And they're now just here in a 3D space. But this sign's pretty much just telling you about the jump and spin technique. It could be used not only to give you more height on your jump, but it can also be used to save your jump too, because it stops all your momentum. So you can go ahead and reset your momentum in a jump just by doing a spin attack. So that's useful to know, and it has saved me quite a lot in the Galaxy games. But here I just want to be careful. Oh, I almost got burned from that fire. That would have been bad. Immediately getting a life shroom just to lose some of it, that would have really sucked. But we're already at the end of the level, and we're already fighting the boss. And here's Bowser Jr. riding in on his flying head of some kind. It's actually a pretty interesting flying contraption, if you want to be honest. Wahaha! Made it this far, huh? I won't need my dad's help to finish you off. I got a big surprise for you. Oh, Gobblegut, dinner's on. Don't forget to protect your bellyache bulges. So this is the boss of World 1, Gobblegut. So how you have to attack him is basically you need to run around the planet for a while, and you gotta wait for Gobblegut to eat. Because what he's gonna do is he's gonna skiff the planet, but he'll eventually dig down deep into it. And now what we need to do is we actually need to spin his little weak points here It's the only way we're going to do damage, and it's kind of tricky to get some of these because he does move pretty fast. And another thing is he only has his stomach stuck in the planet for a short amount of time, so you have to be quick. But if you pop all of his red spots on his body, then he will die. Pop enough of these things, and then he'll go into his rage mode, which just basically makes him a little bit of a faster boss, that's all. He's not going to do any more damage, as you can see, he moves way quicker now, so gotta just move around. Don't stay in one place too long in this kind of a boss fight, because you will die if you do that. But we just gotta wait for him to dig back into the ground one more time, attack his last spot, and he's already down. So as long as you're constantly moving in this fight, you shouldn't have too hard of a time, but if you're trying to go for his weak points, you usually will get hit like once or twice. So I usually find getting the life shroom for this boss fight in particular really helpful, just because it makes it more forgiving. But now we defeated the boss, we have a special star as you can see here, so let's go ahead and grab our first grand star. Now the Grand Stars, these are special. You only have a set number of Grand Stars in the game, and they're at the end of each world. What the Grand Stars do is they basically count not only as a Power Star, so that's another Power Star into our collection, but they also open up the next world for you to go ahead and explore. So now with our first Grand Star collected, we can move on to World 2. Wow, look at that! You did it! You brought back a Grand Star. That's great. Now we can use the power of the Grand Star to travel to another world. We're one step closer to retrieving your special one, buddy. Through space and time to an unknown world we go. I'm jiggling just thinking about it. Ready, Captain? Wow, take a look at that. We found an entirely new world. Looks like there should be plenty of power stars here. Go ahead. We're all counting on you, Captain. So welcome to World 2, and we have a lot more to explore here, just like Lubba said. But if you go ahead and select one of these free spaces on the map, you can actually make your way back on Starship Mario. So let's go ahead and do just that, because now that we entered World 2, I'm actually going to go ahead and end the episode with that. So I just want to take a good look at that view. This view reminds me a lot of our solar system. It looks very similar. You got a lot of planets circling around the giant sun in the middle, and it just looks so beautiful in the distance. I love how it looks. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Next time on Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy 2, we'll start exploring World 2. I'll see you guys next time.